the Audi A1. Now, this is a car which proves that size doesn't matter, and that's actually backed up by a recent article I was reading in my favourite magazine. So, there is a genuine big car feel, even though this is quite a dinky little thing. In fact, the quality is up there pretty much with the rest of the Audi range. So too is storage. It's not bad for such a little car. In terms of equipment, it's pretty generous. All cars get this infotainment system with a pop-up screen, and you control it with this swivel wheel. And that makes it much easier to select your favourite track when you're driving along than trying to operate a touchscreen when you're bouncing around all over the place. The only problem is the graphics on that screen are a little bit low def, and you can see our full review of the infotainment system by clicking up there to watch our video of the interior and also have a great look around this cabin. Speaking of which, you can enhance it with some ambient lighting packages, and you can actually change some of the colours of the accents inside here, and one of the colours you can have is fluorescent. Though why you'd want to make this classic cabin all Gaudi is beyond me, and pay extra to do it when the car's already expensive enough as it is. Speaking of which, that's the beauty of the Audi A1. You know, while the Mini is a little bit try-hard, this is just, it's just effortlessly cool. It's just a really smart, classy looking thing from whichever way you look at it. And it's rather practical as well. So this boot is actually a decent capacity for this size of car, and it's got some neat features like tethering hooks, and you can raise the boot floor up as well to get rid of most of the load lift. I just wish Audi had figured out somewhere useful or handy to store this parcel shelf, so for now I'll just store it in the bushes. I'd also wish they'd figured out how to make these seats lie completely flat, because they don't, they're still sticking up, but it's not too bad. This is still quite a practical boot. It's quite an easy car for a 3-door to get into the back as well, because these front seats really do slide far forward. So even inflexible people like me can get into the back. And when you first climb in, you think, whoa, actually this isn't too bad. I've got all right knee room for a small car, and even a little ledge to rest my elbow on. But when you sit up straight, you realise that, gosh, this sloping roofline really does eat into headspace, and the back seats are very upright, so it's not going to be very comfy on a long journey. And to see just what it's like for 2 adults back here, click up there to watch our separate practicality video, and in that you can see what it's like to fit a child seat in the back of this car and just how much stuff we could squeeze into its boot.
The A1 might not be the newest kid on the block, but it still has some fascinating features. Here's 5 of them.
You can get it with a petrol engine which shuts down 2 of its cylinders when you're cruising to save fuel. The sleeves of these vents are available in 6 different finishes. Audi Connect turns your car into a Wi-Fi hotspot for your mobile devices. These extra lights let other drivers see you at night with the boot up. Audi Phonebox connects your phone to the car's aerial to boost its signal so you don't have to do this.
Now that feature's handy when driving out in the countryside away from civilization.
And when you head out onto the open road, you can really appreciate just how easy and relaxing this A1 is to drive. So all the controls, such as the steering wheel, the gear shift, the pedals, they are super light. And on the whole, for a small car, it's pretty quiet in here. I think the only problem I have is the fact that these pillars here at the front and at the back create a bit of a blind spot. Now for a better look around this car, you can click up there to watch our 360-degree video. Now another thing you need to know is that if you go for the entry-level SE car, it has nice, soft, comfortable suspension and the ride is really good. But the Sport and S-Line models have a firmer setup, and that just ruins the ride for no improvement in any kind of sportiness at all. In fact, if you're looking for fun, yeah, you've come to the wrong place if you're in an Audi A1, because a Mini or a DS3 is definitely more enjoyable to drive when it comes to throwing a car down a back road. And you know, you can, if you want, fit adaptive dampers to this car which have a comfort and dynamic mode, but obviously you have to pay extra for that. But then you kind of guessed that you would have to. What you wouldn't expect to have to pay extra for is an armrest. So there's no central armrest in this car, so if you're driving along on the motorway, you're kind of always going, you know, like that. Okay then, so overall, what do I think of the Audi A1? Well, rear headroom, it's a little bit cramped and it's not really that much fun to drive. On the flip side, it does feel luxurious and it's very economical. Now, for more information and to find out the best deal you can get on an Audi A1, click there to go to carwow.co.uk. Thanks for watching. Click over there for the group test video between the Audi A1, the Mini and the DS3. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it and subscribe to our channel. Now, did you know that Audi's 4 rings actually represent the merger in 1932 of the companies DKW, Audi, Porsche and Wanderer?